Dr. Phil claims that 100 out of 100 interabled relationships that involve caregiving will fail. Now, there's been a lot of backlash against this from interabled couples who are in this situation. It's true, Dr. Phil's comments were negative, insensitive, and definitely coming from a place of privilege. But no one seems to be speaking about the real issues in relationships that involve caregiving. So let me break it down for you. First of all, it is no surprise that this ends up being the default type of relationship. It's a stereotype glorified by film and media. Some films include The Theory of Everything, Dying Young, and, worst one, Me Before You. Don't get me started on that film. That is another video altogether. Personally, I would never want my lover to be my main caregiver, but that's what a lot of guys automatically assume is the default, because that's what they're told to expect. Thanks, Hollywood. Not. The second problem is that people often don't have a choice. We live in a society where those who need support often can't access the type and level of support that they need, as was pointed out by the couple on Dr. Phil's show. So instead of actually blaming the couple, and specifically the guy in the wheelchair, how about actually holding our society to account for not giving people what they need to live a full, happy and independent life? And third, sometimes the lines do blur between caring for someone and just being a lover. Is lifting up a heavy glass really that big of a deal? How about making dinner for someone you love? Or just opening the door? It really depends on how much support is needed and how often. And sometimes, for the sake of privacy, say for example in the bedroom, it's just easier to keep things between those in the relationship. Otherwise it gets a little bit crowded. Not Dr. Phil, nor any other doctor, can dictate how someone's relationship should be. The whole thing about relationships is that they're unique to the people in the relationship. So you and your partner need to decide what it is that you want. And that's all to the skills for making relationships work well anyway. The thing is that all of us need to think about this, because physical and mental function is not set in stone. 83% of people with disabilities actually acquire their impairment over their lifetime. At the end of the day, what I say is that 100 out of 100 times, choice reigns supreme. And if you like it crowded in the bedroom, I ain't judging.